Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For the final time, welcome back to the 2020 NOSSCAR Super GT Series. It is the season finale, the championship race, the mega event of the season. Spa de Francorchamps. It's been host to many historical moments throughout the entire history of auto racing, as well as sim racing here on Gran Turismo Sport. The NOSSCAR Super GT Series started last year in 2019. Bill Baldwin won 7 races and the championship. This year, with 1 race left, he comes into this event with a 9-point advantage over his good buddy Pac-Man, and they're going to have a spirited battle here tonight at Spa to decide and crown a 2020 NOSSCAR Super GT Series champion. GR1 prototype cars, no fictional vision cars, no tuning, balance of power settings are applied. Comes down to the driver's skill, decision making. The draft has been noticed to be a big factor, and track position for the qualifying grids. Strap yourselves in, kick back and relax and enjoy the show. It is the championship race for the 2020 NOSSCAR Super GT Series right here on Gran Turismo Sport. Bill Baldwin and Pac-Man. Ten drivers from 3 different countries attempted to qualify their way into this race, and 8 drivers from 2 advanced. Bill Baldwin won the pole by less than 1/10 of a second over the Canadian Timac. And remember, folks, this course really does favor the Audi R18. The acceleration advantage that it has is definitely noticeable here, and with these long straightaways, this may be Timac's race to lose. I spoke with him before the race in the garage area. His strategy is to clear Bill Baldwin heading into turn 1, or at least get around him on lap 1. While he's close to him, use the acceleration of his race car. Meanwhile, the points leader and the defending champion, Bill Baldwin, comes in with a 9-point advantage over Pac-Man, and Pac-Man starts in P4. Bill Baldwin's just got to be careful here. The green flag is in the air. Here goes Timac into turn 1, and he's there on the outside, and he peeked his nose in, didn't let Bill shut the door to the outside, and Bill wanted to, but he was already there, and Timac has taken the race lead here on lap 1. Going into the high-speed chicane through there and up through the gears and up the hill. Timac's got it. Bill Baldwin in second, JRB in third, Pac-Man running in fourth, and he's already got a ½ a second penalty here on lap 1. Jesse Carlson in fifth, Arctic Wolf running in the 6th position. He's coming off a 10th place finish last week at the Nürburgring Grand Prix and did not qualify for the event, so good showing for him to make today's race, and the battle for the lead is on here on lap 1. Audi R18 versus Toyota TS030, and remember, Bill comes in as the points leader, and he doesn't want to risk anything. He doesn't want to overdrive and give up positions, and he knows that he doesn't need the win today to win the championship, but it would be nice to cap it off with a 5th win on the season, and it would also be his 12th of his career. Timac, of course, won the Monza Grand Prix earlier this season. It was his first career NOSSCAR Super GT Series win. Also holds 1 career NOSSCAR GT Cup Series win, driving the GR3 cars here on Gran Turismo Sport, driving the Nissan GTR back in the 2019 season. That was at Blue Moon Bay Speedway, so it had been quite the dry spell for Timac since he had found victory lane here on Gran Turismo Sport in a NOSSCAR series. He's found victory lane a couple of times in sport mode in those online competitive races, and he's really ranked up through the sport mode ranks and up the ladder quite well there. And he's being challenged by Bill Baldwin, who daily and frequently goes into the sport mode events and wins races and makes it look easy. And A rank for driver, and a driver rating rather, and a S rating for safety. That's pretty much the highest you can get. And that is Bill Baldwin. And the battle for 4th and 5th was heating up there and getting interesting. There might have even been a little bit of contact between Jesse Carlson in 5th there and JRB in 4th. They settled it back out. Arctic Wolf running in 6th is right there trying to capitalize as they go down the long straightaway. And he's going to look to the inside. This is the battle for 5th, and the newcomer is going to complete the pass going into this chicane. So Pac-Man is up 1 position since the start of the race, and if they were to finish where they're running right now, Bill would win the championship by 11 points. In all realisticness, Pac-Man needs to get up there and take the lead away and win this thing, and he would need Bill Baldwin to finish about in the 6th position in order to catapult over and take the championship away. Keep in mind, Pac-Man won the 2020 NOSSCAR GT Cup Series Championship, as I mentioned, driving those GR3 cars, so he's already proven a lot and proven his talents here on Gran Turismo Sport this season. And I guess what I'm saying is, even if he were to fall short, he's not walking away empty-handed. And I don't believe that a lot of these drivers are, folks. Like I said, Timac finally got his first ever NOSSCAR Super GT Series win this year, and he's looking to finish in 3rd or 4th in the final standings, depending on how he finishes in this one, and so far it's looking good. So he's not walking away empty-handed either. Bill Baldwin, there he is in 2nd place. He might be walking away the champion along with 4 wins. Pac-Man got a win this season and the 2020 NOSSCAR GT Cup Series Championship. Arctic Wolf is all the way up into the 4th position. Something amiss with JRB. JRB is now dropped all the way back into the 6th position. Not only did Arctic Wolf get around him, but so did Jesse Carlson, and now contact made going into turn 1 between those 2 cars. Jesse Carlson is going to take P4, but I don't know how happy Arctic Wolf is about it. I'll tell you, Jesse, might want to start driving here. Oh, and he blows the high-speed chicane going down the long straight chute, and he's definitely going to get penalized for that. There you see it, and he's actually going to surrender the 4th position, knowing that he kind of made a bit of an error there, getting around Arctic Wolf a little bit, maybe too aggressively. He's also going to kill the half-second penalty in the process through this tight chicane. And there you see it disappears. JRB certainly not walking away empty-handed either. Found victory lane in the NOSSCAR GT Cup Series and the NOSSCAR Super GT Series this season. The battle for the lead has actually calmed down just a little bit. It's the defending champion Bill Baldwin running in 2nd, trying to run down the Canadian Timac. Timac looking for his 2nd win of the season, 2nd career Super GT Series win as well. And the battle for 2nd and 3rd is actually heating up, and it's between the 2 championship rivals. And see, I say championship rivals, but really these 2 are very good friends off the track, and they practice together, they race the sport mode races together. There's a lot of communication between the 2 on improving one another's driving and finding speed for each other, so there really is no animosity between these 2. They've battled for NOSSCAR championships here before on Gran Turismo Sport, and they're doing it again here. Final race, the championship race here at Spa, and it's going to take a miracle for Pac-Man to take the championship away from Bill Baldwin. If everybody were to finish where they are right now, again, Bill Baldwin would be a 2-time NOSSCAR Super GT Series champion. Holds the record for the most all-time wins in this series with 11. Holds the record for the most all-time podiums and top 10 finishes as well. Bill Baldwin pretty much has written the record book when it comes to the NOSSCAR Super GT Series here on Gran Turismo Sport, and I don't think he plans on stopping anytime soon. Every week, every race, he, Pac-Man, Timac, JRB, and Percussive, and Back in Black, and Jesse Carlson, Juicy J, they're a handful, folks. Very fast, very tough, very competitive drivers, and they're not easy to beat. And new drivers that come in to test the waters here in NOSSCAR find that out the hard way, and sometimes some break out to a podium finish, but it tends to take time, and it tends to take a little bit of effort for those new drivers to adjust and find a bit more speed to become competitive. Good example of that, Arctic Wolf. First start with us, did not qualify for the event, finished in 10th, and now he runs in 5th here in the season finale. It's his second start and has a shot to get around Jesse Carlson for the 4th position. It's a good battle there. It's probably the closest battle on the racetrack right now. I didn't see what happened to Timac, but he's actually lost a little bit of his lead. Bill Baldwin is gaining ground on the Audi R18. White and red Molson Canadian car there, driven by Timac. He's the 2020 NOSSCAR Legend Series champion over on NASCAR Heat 4. Had a good battle there with Joshua Watson and Bad Moon Rising, Dakota Brev, and Josh Colm-Diaz, and Chris Ryan, Thomas Geyer, and others. And 44 drivers entered that season. Timac walked home with a champion. He's yet to win an NOSSCAR championship here on Gran Turismo Sport, and still has a long way to go if he's ever going to do that. He's found victory lane finally, so it's going in the right direction. But I'll tell you who else is going in the right direction. That's Bill Baldwin. He's gaining ground on Timac, looking to spoil the party here for the Audi R18. Pac-Man looking to spoil the party for both of them. There's an Audi running in first, there's a Toyota running in second, there's a Porsche running in third, and the battle for 4th and 5th has settled down just a little bit. Arctic Wolf was all over the back bumper of Jesse Carlson a moment ago, and now he goes off course just a little bit. Left side's found the gravel trap, heading into the downhill right-hander. They're about halfway through the course here at this point. The battle for 6th is on. JRB continuing to struggle here in the season finale, and JRB's dropped to the 6th position. Juicy J runs in 7th, and we can tell you folks it just happened. Actually, we weren't on him when it happened, but Arctic Wolf has pulled off the racetrack and he is now done for the day. This leaves 7 cars left on the racetrack. This moves Juicy J up into 5th. JRB running in 6th. Gotta believe the frustration level maybe sunk in just a little bit for Arctic Wolf. Normally very competitive where he runs, but it's a whole different ball game here in the NOSSCAR Super GT Series. Some of the very, very best in the world race here in the NOSSCAR Super GT Series. The likes of Bill Baldwin and Pac-Man and JRB and Timac and Flying Spanner and Flyer Fanatic. A lot of good talent here. Of course, can't forget about Even Steven, 2020 NOSSCAR World Champion, driving the Super Formula cars here on Gran Turismo Sport. The driver's pretty well been untouchable when it comes to the NOSSCAR GT Cup Series. Of course, not in today's event. Laps are winding down. These are 15-minute races here on Gran Turismo Sport. They drive the GR1 prototype cars, no Vision cars that are fictional or anything like that. The balance of power options are applied, and there's no tuning to these cars either. So it really does come down to the driver's skill, decision-making, tire management, and course knowledge as well. Knowing these tracks really does go a long way. Coming on and giving it a little bit of testing and practice for about an hour, maybe 2, before some of these races to get adjusted and used to the game and the physics are definitely smart ways to go about racing here in the NOSSCAR Super GT Series. The battle for the lead is on. Canadian Timac, American Bill Baldwin. Now through this section of the course, Timac usually has been getting through it a little bit quicker, but at this point maybe the tires have gone away a little bit for Timac, and something may be going on here. There's a battle for the lead, that's all I know. Bill is all over the back bumper of that Audi R18. Timac's car was designed by Percussive. retired NOSSCAR GT Cup Series driver. He's also made starts here in the NOSSCAR Super GT Series, and it's a sharp-looking car. And now they're coming up through the final couple of corners here on this track, and they're coming into the final couple of... They're coming up to the final chicane, sorry. Bill's going to look to the outside going into the final chicane. Can't quite get alongside Timac. And now they are on what I believe is their final lap. The clock is going to run out here in just a couple of seconds, and it's a long course. So these drivers have a long way to go, really, until they come back around to the checkers. But it's going to be a drag race for the win here in the season finale. Bill Baldwin running in second. He's going to win the championship as long as he finishes where he is. It doesn't really matter at this point. Even if he were to fall back a couple of positions, he still has it clinched over Pac-Man. Pac-Man would need to win the race, and Bill would need to fall back a few spots. Pac-Man running third. He's going to have to settle for runner-up in the final standings here, I believe, unless something major happens, but I don't see it, folks. 7 cars left on the track. 10 cars started the event. There's not enough cars left for Pac-Man to take advantage if Bill were to have a problem. Timac trying to hold on through the final couple of turns. They're a little over halfway through the circuit now, and they are most definitely on their final lap here at Spa. Championship race here for the NOSSCAR Super GT Series. Timac looking for his 2nd win of the season and his career here in this series, and Bill looking for his 5th win of the season and 12th of his career. But most importantly, Bill's just trying to come around and win the championship. Of course, winning the race would be nice, but I don't believe he's going to pressure him too much and maybe push the issue. I don't see contact in the future. But here they come, folks. Final straight shoot. It's not necessarily a straight line, but they are full throttle and wide open through here, these left-handers. And then here they come now to the final chicane, final lap at Spa. Who's going to win it? Timac goes low to block. Bill's going to go high. He does the crossover move. There's a little bit of contact. It kind of looked like they both went in each other's direction. Timac is going to drag race him to the line and win at Spa for the 2nd time in his career. Bill Baldwin is going to finish in 2nd, and he's going to capture the 2020 NOSSCAR Super GT Series Championship. Back-to-back years for Bill. Pac-Man is going to finish in 3rd and runner-up in the final standings. Getting word Timac with this win puts him 3rd in the final standings, and that is a new personal best at the end of one of these NOSSCAR Super GT Series seasons for him. But it was Bill Baldwin winning the championship. 8 races, 15 minutes in length, balanced to power settings, no tuning to the cars. Drivers from all over the world entered. 38 drivers in total participated in at least one race this season. When it was all said and done, it was Bill Baldwin winning the championship by just 11 points over Pac-Man and about, I think it was 21 points over Timac. Thank you to all the viewers who tuned in to all 8 races. All 8 races are available on the NOSSCAR YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe and the like button on this video, and we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We will see you next year. Happy holidays. Stay safe and stay fast, folks.